The Upper Valley is a good place to get lost. A patchwork of classic village greens stitched together with covered bridges. It's a pretty piece of country that hugs both the Vermont and New Hampshire sides of the Connecticut River. Its center of gravity, lively Hanover, New Hampshire, home of Dartmouth College. One of the attractions of life here in the Upper Valley is its easy blend of rural beauty and cultural sophistication. But anytime civilization comes up against the wilderness, things can get a little hairy. Every evening, Ben Killam makes his way to a remote mountain clearing in Lyme, New Hampshire, a family visit of sorts.
Squirty's relatives and a few non-relatives, her daughters and granddaughters.
Soon, large dark masses begin appearing in the forest.
There's a cub on the tree.
In a few minutes, we're surrounded by a dozen adult black bears and their cubs.
There'll be bears coming beside you right there.
Killam has been studying these bears for 25 years. He knows most of them by sight.
That's Squirty's great-granddaughter.
And they know him.
You're a good girl. You're a good girl.
What Killam has learned in this clearing has totally upended conventional understanding of bear behavior. Long thought to be solitary creatures, Killam has instead discovered that bears live in a complex social world, one previously unknown to science.
These are the only non-human animal that share our social behavior.
It started when Killam took in some orphan cubs. One, in particular, would alter the course of his life.
Squirty came to us as a 3-pound cub. She was 6 or 7 weeks old. She was bottle fed.
Reintroduced to the wild as a 16-month-old cub, Squirty is now 22 and has dropped 11 litters of cubs. Killam has never lost contact.
She's given me insight into the bear cognition that I never would have had access to otherwise. Squirty treats me like a bear. She has rules about my engagement with her. If I do certain things, she punishes me, and then she reconciles with me. The same process as with family members. And that's where I learned that bears can judge and punish. Because I see her doing things with other bears, but I don't know what's going through her head. But when she does them with me, it's pretty clear what's going through her head.
Killam has compiled his observations in 2 popular books, but for years, the scientific community barely acknowledged him. He had no university affiliation, no peer-reviewed publications. In fact, he could barely read.
They found that I had an IQ in the top 1%, and I read at a 3rd grade level. And the lady who tested me, she says, "Boy, you're going to turn out really interesting."
They're pretty good size.
Back at Killam's home, some new arrivals.
It's all right. It's okay.
3 orphan cubs rescued by state wildlife officials. Their mother hit by a car.
In this day and age, bears need all the advocates they can get, and Ben's certainly an advocate and a partner of the agency in teaching people how to coexist with bears.
The Killam Bear Center is a licensed rehabilitation facility. These cubs will be kept through the winter and released into the wild next spring when they're big enough to fend for themselves. Andrew Timmons of New Hampshire Fish and Wildlife tells us that for these cubs, Killam is a lifesaver.
And in the absence of Ben in a facility like this, we'd be losing a lot of these orphan cubs. They'd be starving to death.
Unless a cub is being bottle fed, Killam won't interact with the bears unless they initiate contact.
I get asked all the time, well, you know, you're humans, you raise these cubs, don't they want to be human? My answer is, bears want to be bears, dogs want to be dogs, humans want to be humans, and only humans think all animals want to be like them.
Killam sees his job as helping these bears be bears. He has successfully reintroduced more than 285 cubs back into the wild. Now entering his late 60s, he's trying to ensure the Killam Bear Center isn't orphaned after he's gone.
Bears are very difficult to do. They bite you, and you have to understand them and be able to deal with them. And you also can't be a hugger. You can't be getting them because you want to have a cute baby bear in your backyard.
We'll come back to those cute little cubs a bit later in the show. Ben Killam tells us all donations to the nonprofit Bear Center go to the care of the orphaned cubs. They're currently working on a new building with heat next to their large outdoor enclosure. That will make it easier to care for the cubs, especially in January when orphaned cubs sometimes arrive. The Bear Center, we should tell you, is not open for visitors. Their goal is to reintroduce the cubs to the wild, so they try to minimize human contact. Up next, a former patriot reinvents himself in the Upper Valley.